My name is Mike Strang. I'm the 5th generation of Strang's farm in this area. We run about 2,300 acres, cash crop, corn, soybeans, dry edible beans, and wheat. Before SoilOptix, we had used just regular soil sampling. We went to kind of a grid sampling method, and then we tried doing it based on yield maps and other soil characteristics. My initial reaction to the SoilOptix technology was that it was a really interesting way to characterize our soils and map out where our nutrients are and things like that, and it really seemed to align well with my perceptions of what our fields should look like on a map. Compared to other soil sampling technologies, the SoilOptix I find is probably the best one out there as far as I'm concerned. I really like the way it characterizes the soil and the nutrients in the fields, and allows me to do my variable rate nutrient applications. I would definitely recommend SoilOptix to other farmers. In fact, I have showcased it a little bit on our own farms and introduced the technology to other farmers, because I really do feel that's something that most farmers could take advantage of. I believe SoilOptix has had a positive impact on our business. It allows us to apply our nutrients more precisely, which makes us more profitable and gives us higher yields.
Hi, my name is Chuck Barisic. I farm with my brother Justin here in the Bothwell area. We have a corn and soybean farm. We no-till everything. We've been farming for the last 23 years, and we have about 3,500 acres. When I first really looked at the SoilOptix technology at I think it was a FarmSmart conference outside of Guelph, I was super excited. When I first saw it, I thought, this is exactly what I've been looking for, to try to map out the variability on our soils. One of the challenges that we had with our old soil sampling technology is that it didn't give us enough detail. One of the things that SoilOptix does is it gives way more detail, and it sort of maps out all of the variability in the soil. When we had SoilOptix out, I had them try my home farm, and when they brought the map back, I compared the map that they gave me to the map that I had originally with our old process, and I didn't believe them. I looked at it and I said, there's just no way that I had the pH issues or the issues with the farm that they were showing in that much detail. So I actually sent one of my employees out, and I sent them to the spots, and they did some soil sampling the way that we would traditionally do it. And what I discovered is that I had way more problems with my home farm than I had ever realized, and that the SoilOptix data was actually almost perfect to show the detail, and that really convinced me that this was a good technology. What makes SoilOptix different is it's taking a different approach. It's saying, how can we take what we're already doing and kind of moving it into the 21st century?
I was intrigued with SoilOptix because of the high resolution processing that it had, and the capability of getting a good scope on the field. Before using SoilOptix, we were using 1-acre grid samples. After collecting the data on the home farm, there was a significant difference in the amount of lime that was used in the prescription. For example, the 1-acre grid only called for 100 metric ton of lime on the 150 acres, and the SoilOptix identified many more areas and called for 160 metric ton. We've been pleased with the SoilOptix technology. I think it has a lot of merit. We're just beginning to scratch the surface on how to make better decisions with all the nutrient maps that we have. SoilOptix is unique because the sheer resolution that it uses. There's nothing else that I've seen that reflects what it can measure. I have recommended SoilOptix to other producers. I think the easiest way to get into using these maps is addressing a pH issue or a soil nutrient imbalance, which is where we started. The SoilOptix data has allowed us to make better agronomic decisions on our farm.